ancient history now. So, what's in there?
I believe this is Gnasty's treasure hoard. But the gate will only open if you have found everything in the Dragon Kingdom. Come back when you have reached 100%.
That's it. Spyro the Dragon is completed. We defeated Gnasty Nork. We saved all the dragons. We got all of Gnasty Nork's treasure. It is time to move on. This game is absolutely incredible, and I'm glad I finally got to sit down and experience the whole game from start to finish. From starting up the game all the way until the spot where I stopped when I was a kid, this game brought me back to my childhood. You know, it reminded me of a time when life was simpler and video games weren't so convoluted, and there wasn't so much garbage stacked in every single game as much as possible. Everything about this game is simple, and I think that's what makes it special. We start with the gameplay. It's fairly straightforward. It's a fairly straightforward platforming game. The story is super easy to follow. You got an orc. You got this orc who was mad because the dragons made a comment, and then he froze them all, and then you have to save them all and beat the bad guy. The characters are super charming without feeling like they're trying too hard. You know, even Sparks, he never talks. All he is your life bar, pretty much. And just his little movements and his little facials are so awesome. Every different dragon that you save, they all have their own little quirk. And obviously Spyro himself. And then we move to the artwork and the level design. They're just beautiful, man. Whether you're talking the original artwork or the remastered artwork, it still looks incredible. The level design is simple but effective. There's not so much wasted space like they have in certain games. Everything has its own place, and that's what I really love about how simple it is. And that's the kind of stuff that I'm talking about when I say simple. They don't add things just to add things. Everything has its own place. It all works. You know, if you play this game today and you compare it to a lot of video games that are out right now, this is a quick one. You're gonna be able to get in and out within 6 hours. You know, I did everything in this game without really trying. I was in and I was sucked in for 5.5 hours. I 100% of this game. I beat every boss. I died a bunch of times, and I was still able to beat it in under 6 hours. I wasn't trying to rush, but at the same time, I was so locked in that I couldn't stop playing the game. Even though it was so short, my time with it was so impactful. And finally finishing this game after all these years of first playing it when it was released in '98, it really makes my inner child extremely happy. I'm super grateful that I was able to experience this game to its fullest potential. Anyway, that's enough yapping from me. Spyro the Dragon is in the books. We have crossed a game off of our backlog list. I'll see you on Saturday when we pick another game from the random jar and potentially cross off another game from our backlog list. Thanks for your time.
Spyro the Dragon, you've defeated Gnasty, collected the dragon eggs, saved all the dragons, and recovered every bit of treasure in the Dragon Kingdom. How do you feel?
I feel fired up, Bob. And I'm happy for the dragon world, of course. I certainly wouldn't want to spend the rest of my dragon days butting heads with Gnasty Nork and his weird minions.
What's a minion?
Never mind. You know what they say. For every good battle, you need a good adversary. And I felt that Gnasty, in spite of his misguided nature, was a worthy opponent. Uh-oh. Here we go again.